They were erased, locked in a vault, banned from television, hidden from history. The Censored 11 Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies cartoons pulled by Warner Bros. In 1968, not for violence, not for horror, but because they went too far with race. These cartoons haven't been aired in over 50 years. Some say they're too offensive to ever be seen again. Others say they need to be seen, to remember what animation once got away with. So today, we're asking the question no one wants to touch. Are the Censored 11 unwatchable or misunderstood? First, let's set the stage. The Censored 11 refers to a group of classic Warner Bros. Cartoons pulled from syndication in 1968 due to their use of racist stereotypes, mostly targeting black characters. These weren't small jokes or background gags. They were built into the core of each cartoon, visually, vocally, and thematically, even in an era where cartoons got away with a lot. These were seen as too far. But what's actually in them? Why were they made in the first place? And should they ever be shown again? 1. What exactly are the Censored 11? In 1968, United Artists, then holding the pre-1948 WB library, yanked 11 Golden Age shorts from television packages after civil rights groups highlighted their unrelenting black caricatures. The list: Hittin' the Trail for Hallelujah Land, 1931, Sunday Go to Meetin' Time, 1936, Clean Pastures, 1937, Uncle Tom's Bungalow, 1937, Jungle Jitters, 1938, The Isle of Pingo Pongo, 1938, All This and Rabbit Stew, 1941, Coal Black and the Seven Dwarfs, 1943, Tin Pan Alley Cats, 1943, Angel Puss, 1944, and Goldilocks and the Jivin' Bears, 1944, IMDb. Unlike isolated racist gags in other Looney Tunes, these shorts depend on minstrel tropes from first frame to last. Pitch black skin, oversized lips, lazy darky dialect, jungle savagery jokes, the whole Jim Crow playbook. When TV syndication boomed, UA feared lawsuits and bad press, so they vanished the reels. Warner, now owner, has left the ban intact for 57 years open culture. 2. Why the ban still matters in 2025. 2 weeks ago, Max quietly removed 255 Looney Tunes shorts for cost-cutting reasons. Yet even before that purge, none of the Censored 11 were on the platform. Preservationists and animation historians argue that burying them erases a teachable chapter of American media racism. Advocacy groups counter that monetizing slurs normalizes them. The impasse keeps the shorts in limbo. Bootleg torrents thrive while official restorations gather dust. 3. Unwatchable? Let's break down the offenses. Coal Black and the Seven Dwarfs, Tex Avery, 1943, is often praised for its swing-era energy, but centers an all-black cast voiced by white actors in dialect straight out of minstrel shows. Lawsy is You to Prince. Visuals include huge lips, rolling eyes, and a step-and-fetch-it valet. Film historians call it simultaneously the pinnacle of WB animation and the nadir of racial stereotyping, cartoonresearch.com. Angel Puss, 1944, portrays a young black boy hired to drown a cat. He speaks in mush-mouth dialect, is bribed with chicken and watermelon, and ends with a blackface suicide gag. No subtext here, just cruelty. Even tamer entries like All This and Rabbit Stew, 1941, feature an unnamed black hunter whose every movement is lazy, stupid, and chicken thieving, giving Bugs Bunny an easy foil to mock. In short, these aren't blink and you'll miss it moments. They're wall-to-wall caricature that makes Disney's Song of the South look PG. 4. Misunderstood? The artistic and historical defense. Animation scholars like Jerry Beck argue the shorts represent technical high points. Tin Pan Alley Cats blends surrealist war imagery with hot jazz rotoscoping. Coal Black's dance cycles rival anything in Fantasia. Suppressing them obscures the lineage of black music and dance that white Hollywood repackaged for mainstream audiences' cartoon brew. Some historians also note director Bob Clampett consulted with black musicians in 1943, allegedly screening storyboards for approval. That nuance doesn't sanitize the slurs, but it complicates the narrative of purely malicious intent. 5. What do modern black viewers say? Reddit's R Looney Tunes recently hosted a thread asking black fans if the 11 should be released with context. Results: roughly 60% supported a curated release with scholarly introductions. 30% wanted them locked forever. 10% were indifferent. Reddit. Common pro-release argument. 1. We can't confront racism if we hide the evidence. 2. Historical animation techniques deserve preservation. Anti-release counterpoint. Streamers profit while communities relive trauma. People meme racist clips out of context. Education gets lost. The split shows there's no monolithic black opinion, undercutting anyone who claims to speak for everyone. 6. How other studios handle offensive classics. Disney Plus Stories Matter labels precede Dumbo's Crow Scene and Peter Pan's What Makes the Red Man Red. But the films remain accessible. Paramount Plus includes disclaimers on Popeye African Savage shorts, yet streams them uncut at 2 a.m. blocks. Warner Bros. Releases other Looney Tunes with Whoopi Goldberg intros warning of negative depictions. But the 11? Still locked away. WB's double standard suggests the barrier isn't just offensiveness, it's litigation risk and corporate optics. Once you cross a certain stereotype saturation, press backlash outweighs educational goodwill. 7. Could a contextual release work? The Turner Classic Movies reframed series successfully aired Gone with the Wind with historian panel breaks. A similar format, short, then roundtable unpacking satire versus slur, could work. Cost: new 4K scans approximately $30,000 each, scholar fees, legal review. Benefit: prestige optics, streaming buzz, library monetization. The sticking point is that WBD's current cost-cutting climate views such spending as frivolous. Fast channels, free ad-supported TV, present another path. Run them in late-night archive blocks with disclaimers and ad sponsors, targeting film history buffs. If WBD wants to mine loony nostalgia without incinerating Max's family-friendly brand, this is plausible. 8. Lessons from the Censored 11 controversy. Context beats erasure. Hiding racism doesn't erase it, it relocates it to bootlegs devoid of context. 2. Corporate optics rule archives. Decisions hinge on PR risk and residual costs, not morality. 3. Audience education is possible. Well-produced prefaces, Whoopi's warnings, show viewers can handle nuance when guided. 4. Fandom has power, but needs unity. Fragmented petitions rarely sway conglomerates. Coordinated campaigns paired with academic partnerships might. 9. Counter-argument and why they still circle back to access. 1. Kids might click accidentally. Age-gate and disclaimers work on Disney+. 2. Restoration glorifies racism. Restoration preserves history. Context prevents glorification. 3. Collectors already have them, which proves demand exists. Why not release responsibly and funnel revenue into preservation grants? 4. When every rebuttal reduces to fear of misuse, curated release with scholar framing appears the most pragmatic compromise. So, are the Censored 11 unwatchable? Or are they misunderstood pieces of history that deserve to be seen, studied, and learned from? Maybe they're both. Because sometimes, media isn't just fun. Sometimes, it's a mirror, reflecting who we were, so we don't become that again. If you made it this far, drop a comment with "Wow, cartoon history matters," and tell us, should Warner Bros. Release the Censored 11 with full context and warnings? Like the video, subscribe, and remember, just because something was drawn doesn't mean it was ever just a cartoon.